Feel like the only one eating this way? I get it. It's hard when all your friends are eating pizza and you're pulling out a papaya. But it gets easier when you know how to stay centered and confident in these social settings. So let me show you how to make this lifestyle feel normal, even when no one around you gets it yet. So the number one thing you need to do to stay confident on a raw vegan diet is to build a why anchor, okay? I do not believe in any willpower on any journey, okay? It's why power over willpower, okay? If you have a strong enough why, you don't need any willpower, okay? Say a lady is on one side of the island and her kids are on the other side of the island and she has to swim 50 miles across the ocean just to get to her kids. She doesn't need any willpower, okay? When she's swimming and feels like giving up, all she has to remember is her why she's even doing this. And that just keeps her going. Her why is her drive, okay? So the first thing you need to do is get super clear on why you even started this journey in the first place, okay? Is it because you want to clear your skin? Is it because you want to clear your digestive issues? Because you want to lose some weight, okay? And this why needs to mean a lot to you, okay? Like mean so much that every time you look at this why, you need to get emotional when you read it, okay? So that's the first step, is to get super clear on why you're even committed to this journey, why you're even following through with this. And then you want to write it down on, preferably like on multiple places, like put it on a paper and stick it to your bathroom mirror so you see it every morning when you're brushing your teeth. You can put it in your notes and take a screenshot and send it, or put it as your lock screen on your phone, so every time you're on your phone you come back to your why, okay? Because it's really easy to forget why we even started anything, you know? And we need to remind ourselves of our why so we can stay committed every day. Because a lot of us, we're just waking up and basing our day off of the 1,000 thoughts running through our head, right? But when we can, remember our why, we're putting ourselves back into the present moment. And now we can start our day based on this why. Oh yeah, I'm on this journey now, so let me act accordingly that supports this goal, this why, okay? So that's the first thing. Get super clear on your why, write it down, put it places that you'll see it, and actively remind yourself of this why. Whenever you're going out to different events, at a family dinner, at a party, okay? Remind yourself of that why, okay? If you see me looking down, by the way, I just have some notes I jotted down to keep my thoughts on track. And rehearse how you want to be feeling when you're going to these events, okay? When you're going to these social situations, rehearse how you want to be feeling afterwards, okay? And not just what you want to be eating, okay? Because a lot of the times is, when we eat these stimulating foods that we're craving, our old foods, the junk food, and all these foods that we've been in love with our whole life, it's just like 5 to 10 minutes of pleasure, of stimulation, and then right after it's completely downhill. It's the complete opposite, okay? My digestion is off, I'm bloated, okay? My confidence is down, my energy levels are down. I've got the mental clarity. I just want to scroll or like smoke or do something to numb it, okay? So if you can remember this is going to save you so much time and energy, okay? Because now I'm at the point where, I can just go back to these times and remember. And it's super important, piggybacking on this point, when we do have these falls and these slip-ups, because it's going to happen, right? We live in a society where people aren't eating like this, okay? So when we do fall, it's very important to stay present and feel what this feels like instead of trying to numb ourselves and not feel it and not think about it and just scroll or, smoke or whatever, So when we become present and actually feel what this feels like after our eating these foods that don't make us feel the best, it's important to stay present so that we can come back to the moment. We stayed so much in the present, now it's a memory, okay? So when you are tempted and thinking about eating something, you can come back to this present moment that was so clear. And you're like, wow, yeah, do I want to actually be feeling like that? So you have this clear vision of exactly how you're going to be feeling, and not just thinking about, or looking at the food and thinking of how good that looks and how much you want to eat it, right? So that's a big one. That's number one. Build that why. Get clear on that why. Write it down. Remind yourself of it every morning, every day, and before you go out to these events where you might be tempted. And number two, actually, before I get to that, is you want to follow, if you're on any social media platforms, which you are if you're watching this, is to unfollow any of these accounts that are triggering you and posting these foods that you know is not supporting your health and your journey, and to follow people that you want to be eating like and living like, okay? Because what you feed your eyes is what you're consuming, okay? What you are consuming is a part of your diet, okay? Everything that we hear and everything that we give ourselves to watch, this is feeding our diet, okay? So we need to be careful of what exactly we're showing ourselves and ourselves every single day, okay? This is key. Just follow all the health pages. So whenever you go on social media, this is all you're seeing is just straight health and inspiration to eat this way. Now, number two is you want to prep your food in advance and fill up before these events in advance, okay? So whether that looks like drinking a big banana smoothie on the way to your family or these dinners, or just make your own, prep your food and bring it to these social situations, okay? You'd be surprised at how many people are just curious and not actually judging you. A lot of the times we're scared to do this, to be our authentic selves, because of people judging us. And a lot of the times judgment is really just jealousy, okay? You're doing something different, so now someone feels the need to say something. But a lot of times it's just curiosity that they're feeling, and they might just ask you a question. And you'll get really good at just, if you're doing this and bringing your stuff to these social events, you'll get really good quick at just saying a simple line like, yeah, I'm just on this raw kick and I feel amazing. Like, this is just how I'm living. Like, this is doing it for me. Like, I just feel so good on it. So this is just what I'm on. And then you can ask them a question and just like curve it. If you don't even want to talk about it anymore, you can say, what team is that on your hat? Oh, I saw that lost, or whatever. Just you're in control of, you're the navigator of your own life, okay? If you don't want to converse about something, control it, shift it, okay? You're the shifter, you're the shape shifter of your own life and the people around you, okay? So yeah, and people are like so curious too of like what you're eating. Like, make some bomb gourmet raw tacos, okay? Like, get some lettuce wraps, make some walnut meat, throw some cilantro, put some hemp tahini ranch on it, make it look all good, and then just embody this, okay? Embody this lifestyle, and this confidence, sparks curiosity in people, right? So when you're confident and not just like eating it in the little corner, you're actually inspiring others, okay? So this is important. When you're on this healing journey, you actually become a healer just by living your life, and people seeing you, you're inspiring these people, okay? You're causing and creating a difference in their life, because they're just used to people just drinking the same stuff and eating the same stuff. But now you get to be the one that exposes them to this different lifestyle. Like, hey, there's this to eat too. You don't always have to eat chicken wings and pizza and subs and stuff like that. Whether that's your intention or not, you become a healer and an inspiration for people. And don't apologize, okay? Own this lifestyle. So instead of saying, I can't eat that, say, this is just what makes me feel the best, okay? And not having that restrictive mindset of saying, oh yeah, I can't eat that, or I'm not allowed to eat that on this diet, okay? Because you can. Like, I can go and eat Chips Ahoy right now. I could go get a steak if I wanted to right now, okay? But I just simply choose not to, okay? So by giving yourself that permission and letting yourself know and reminding yourself, like, dude, you can do whatever you want. You're allowed to have anything you want. That becomes the power in itself, okay? Because when you're restricting yourself, you just feel so closed in and not, things aren't abundant as we want them. And abundance is our human birthright, okay? So we deserve to feel abundant. We can do whatever we want. We can go wherever we want. We can eat wherever we want. But we choose to eat these foods because we experience and know how good they make us feel. So embody that, okay? And what was the next one? Okay, so yeah, don't hide it and celebrate the fact that you're eating in a way that finally makes you feel good. Celebrate this, okay? Have that celebration energy of like, oh yeah, like, oh no, I'm good on the pasta. I just made these super bomb raw tacos. And you might honestly make a lot of people jealous, so you might have to make some extra for some people. I remember bringing fruit to a party once, and honestly, I should have brought extra because everyone was just like looking at my papaya, my cut up mango, and they all wanted a bite, and I was giving people a bite, and I left myself hungry afterwards, because you got to eat a lot. You got to eat a lot of volume on this lifestyle. So if you're bringing something looking bomb, I highly advise you just bring some extra, especially if there's a lot of people there, because people are gonna want what you want, whether it feels like that or not. Okay, and that's all I have for you. So recap is to get super clear on your why. Why power over willpower. Okay, get super clear on it. Write it down everywhere. Put it everywhere. You can even use your ceiling right above your bed. So as soon as you wake up, you see why. I need to clear my digestion. I need to feel comfortable in my body. I need to get rid of this acne so I can look good at the beach and look good in my own body when I look at myself, okay? Get super clear on the why that means so much to you. You get emotional when you read it. And then remind yourself of this why. Start your day off with this why. Make it the foundation. Make it your drive. Make it your inspiration to stay committed. Okay? And number 2 is to prep your food in advance. Fill up, okay? Fill up on lots of juicy fruits. Eat a big salad before you're about to go out if you know you just don't want to eat there. Or just bring your big salad, bring your raw tacos, bring your pesto cucumber noodles. Okay, bring your raw lasagna to these events and just embody it and stay confident knowing that you're sparking curiosity and inspiration and making a difference, okay? That energy is just so... People need that energy, whether you think it so or not. People need to see this difference in their life, okay? They might be going through something too, and you can really spark something in them and help them out, okay? Like I said, on this journey, as you're healing yourself, you become a healer whether you want to or not. And don't apologize. Own this lifestyle, okay? So instead of saying, I can't eat that, remember, I want to eat like this. This has me feeling like this, okay? So don't restrict yourself. Just allow yourself everything, okay? You're not restricting anything on this diet, on this lifestyle. You are abundant. You can have everything you want. But as someone who's healed, you have to envision yourself and do what someone that is the healed version of you would do, okay? If you want to be a millionaire, how does a millionaire wake up? How does he go to sleep? Okay, is he stuffing his belly with all this, or is he eating the highest quality, organic, fresh, local greens and fruit and nuts and seeds and stuff like this, okay? So those are my tips for you guys today. I hope you guys found massive value in this. If you guys want more tips and guidance on transitioning your body into a high raw or raw vegan lifestyle without shocking your body, You guys can check out my book in the link in the description called The Gut Healing Solution, and it's 100% free. And I will see you guys in the next one. This has been your boy, Practitioner Key. Much love. Happy healing, family. Cheers.